It absolutely does not feel like the end of the year, but I got this tiny plastic graduation cap, so I guess it is. Howdy y'all, I'm Mickey, and Friday was my last ever day of high school. Now I'm just left thinking about all the things I did and learned, and I figured since it's so fresh in my memory, maybe I should share some of the tips I would give my younger self if I had the chance. I have 10 tips that I think are really important to think of going into high school or any grade of high school, and I tried not to replicate any of the ones I saw being repeated in a lot of other high school advice videos, so this one might offer some new advice. The first one is pretty basic, but it's just do your homework. And that might sound obvious, but you'd be surprised when you get to classes that you just don't care. And it's so much easier just not doing the work, but you need to. I had quarters where I scored a letter grade beneath what I should have because I didn't do the work I was supposed to. Homework is the easiest way to get points towards your GPA, towards your grade, towards your class rank, whatever. Do your homework. Bouncing off of that, though, is 2. School is important, but make sure to remember what it is that you love doing and what you're passionate about. So if that's art, make sure you're still setting aside time to do art. If it's playing an instrument, make sure you're still doing that. If it's running or biking or swimming or whatever, make sure that school is not consuming all of your time and you're losing sight of what it is you like doing besides that. All work and no play makes very, very sad teenagers. 3, you're going to probably learn some new things about yourself, and by probably I mean almost definitely. High school is a big time for self-exploration, self-discovery, maturing, changing. You're going to realize some things about yourself and others, and it's important to keep an open mind when you're addressing yourself and just embrace what you learn about yourself. 4, don't get involved in high school drama, and don't even pay attention to it. I know I didn't choose to get involved in drama, but I got kind of dragged into it, and paying attention to that and focusing on what was happening did such damage to my mental health. It wasn't good for me at all. My mental health suffered, my mood suffered, my grades suffered. Don't get involved in drama. It doesn't matter. Petty high school drama isn't important. 5, start your volunteer hours early. If your school doesn't require you to do a set amount of hours per year, still do them and still keep track of which ones you're doing. I don't know how other states work, but in the state of Florida, if you get high enough SAT or ACT scores, a high enough GPA, and you do 100 volunteer hours by senior graduation, 100% of your college tuition, if you go to a public college in Florida, will be covered. Don't be like me. School's over, I should be relaxing, but I'm still struggling to get these last hours in so that I can get that highest tier of the scholarship to get my college paid for. And there are tons of scholarship opportunities that look at your volunteer hours. So just do them and don't save 90 hours out of 100 until your senior year. On that note, 6, start your college applications early. The college application essays tend to follow the same prompts, so figure out what you're going to talk about before September of your senior year. Do your essays. Finalize your college choices junior year, end of junior year. Start your essays. This summer is a great time to do that. Just brainstorm. For me, the hardest part of writing the essay was figuring out what I was going to talk about. I had no idea, and it took me months to come up with the idea I used for my college applications. So get a start on that early so you're not cramming your entire essay in November when applications are due in December. Number 7, don't try to act too cool or too edgy to do things that are fun. This is more of an issue with middle schoolers, but high schoolers do it too. If there's a chance for you to have fun, especially with your friends, take it. Fun is good. It helps your mental health. It makes it so that everything isn't just stress and homework and exams. If you're not pushing off all of your responsibilities and just relaxing when you shouldn't be, then there's nothing wrong with having fun. No one thinks you look like a loser because you're bouncing in a bounce castle with your friends. Go on field trips. Do fun things. If they sound interesting to you and it sounds like you might like it, don't shrug it off because you're too cool to have friends. No. Let yourself have fun. No one's too cool for fun. 8. Seek things in these years that will help shape you and your future. Not everything from these years is going to affect your future, but there might be things that come up that can. This might include joining the board of a club you're very passionate about. That looks good on college applications, but can also help you get more involved and learn more about whatever it is you're passionate about. In my city, there's an internship at our local LGBTQ+ resource center that high school students can do. And I applied thinking, why not? And I got the internship. I got to come into the office space of this house that I had been in before, only as a visitor, and I got to see more about how the place is run, and it kind of affirmed my want to do that in the future, to help out with something like that. The internship helped, and if I do apply for a job like that, it will look good on my resume. On the flip side, you might get an internship for a job that you think would be the best for you, only to discover that you don't actually like it. And even if you decide it's not for you, the work experience, again, will look good on your resume. So doing things now helps you figure out some things and can help you start off in life a couple steps forward. 9. High school is not forever. Yes, the classes can be a drag sometimes. Sometimes you don't get the math at all, and there's a big test coming up and you're terrified you're gonna fail it, and if you fail it then your life is over, and that's not true. One failed test doesn't mean your life is over. School is important for setting up certain steps in life, but it is not the be-all end-all of existence. Especially not 4 years out of your entire life. Not to say you should waste those years or go through them doing nothing, but remember that if you're getting dragged down by everything that's happening, it's temporary. Life after is freer. High school is just an unfortunate hump that a lot of us have to get over to move forward to bigger and better things. And 10. As much as it's a popular saying, these will probably not be the best 4 years of your life. They are kind of rough. But you should still go into them feeling like you're going to try to make them the best 4 years of your life. Go to the events that you can and want to. Hang out with your friends. Don't get involved in bad things that are going to make you upset. Try and do things that will make you happy. Try out new interests. expand on your current interests. Try and make these years the best they can possibly be. Because when you're looking back on them right after you finish the year, you're going to be a lot happier if you can feel like those years weren't wasted. So there are some tips to keep in mind when you're just about to start high school, or if you're a year or so in and are trying to figure things out. I just finished off that great adventure, and now I head into the next one. I have no idea what that holds for me. I guess I'll just have to wait and see. But for now, this is it. Ciao.